What's going on, everybody? This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity.
And I'm Alana, aka Mrs In10sity.
And our job is to
invoke thought
and help awaken the world's consciousness.
One person at a time.
Hopefully that person is you. Now, last night was a tough night for a lot of men to hear. You know, you understand what's going on, what you're doing. You can pick from the list, pretty much. I even kicked her out the room.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to y'all one-on-one, right?
Yeah, I understand.
A lot of men, especially a lot of black men, you know, I'm black, I'm obviously black. We actually don't talk about this amongst each other because it's considered whatever you want to call it, no homo or whatever.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, when we're in the bedroom with the female and the word get out there that you a limp dude, then that's going to be talked about. So we might as well talk about it. And if somebody got to discuss it, well, damn it, might as well be me, right?
Right.
Because I'll tell you the truth, and I care about helping you out on all levels, fellas. So this one, I felt like I was going to bring the wifey on because when it comes to eating food, a lot of your women are cooking for you, correct? Mm-hmm. Right? So I figured she should sit down with you and understand it because she's going to be the first one to be complaining when you can't get up for her. She's going to be like, oh, you, whatever. Sometimes she may be nice and say, it's okay, babe, rub your back or whatever. No one's like, this nigga ain't shit. You know, but it's probably what she cooking for you, right? So I figured she should sit in so she can elaborate because, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
In like 10 years down the line, or maybe 1 year down the line, if I was eating healthy, and we in the bedroom, right, and we about to get it in, and I can't get up, how frustrated would you be?
Highly frustrated.
Would you? You still love me though, right?
I do, but it's still gonna be frustrating, especially if I'm really like, you know, wanting it, which I know most women kind of do. So, you know, if you're having trouble, it's gonna be like, oh, come on now. See, especially if it's multiple occasions. It's gonna be worse every single time.
And it's like kind of an ego hit, isn't it, fellas? Like, you know,
yeah, I'm assuming.
As fellas, we want to be the king in the bed. We want to satisfy our woman. You know what I'm saying? And if our woman doing what she do and nothing happen, it might make our woman feel like she ain't sexy no more. And I think y'all would agree she's sexy, right? All right.
Thank you, guys.
That's me. You better fall back. I can fight. But anyway. Okay. Over the phone. But anyway, it might cause some stress in your relationship, and I hope that I can get couples to sit down with each other and go over this stuff because maybe you should both change your diet. Because I'm going to get to the women soon,
ladies.
Right? We're going to get to y'all, but right now we're going to talk about the men because. For men, we don't want to talk about it, but let's sit down with your woman and say, babe, can you stop making this stuff for me and start making this stuff for me? And this is the reason why, because you want to make a happy household, because a happy couple equals no more struggle, right? All right, so let's get into the first one, spinach. Now, how often do you make spinach?
I make spinach, like, I would say once a week.
Okay, once a week. And you can also put this stuff into your shakes, because when you cook spinach after a certain degree, it loses a lot of enzymes in it. But let's get into spinach.
Yes. Now,
eating spinach, a green-rich and appetite-suppressing compounds, can not only make you look better naked, but increase the blood flow below the belt. Spinach is rich in magnesium, a mineral that decreases inflammation in blood vessels, increasing blood flow. So you get that spinach in you, and you know what I'm saying?
But guess what though? Isn't something else even better than spinach? One of the ones that, one of the capsules that we were talking about, the supplements? Moringa.
Moringa, that's right.
Moringa is actually stronger than spinach, guys.
Absolutely.
So just in case, if you don't like spinach too much, you have the Moringa capsule.
All right, let's go on to the next one. Now, this is going to be a controversial one because some people are overdoing this particular product. It's coffee. Go ahead and read that, babe.
Coffee. Recent University of Texas findings suggest that men who drink 2 to 3 cups of Java a day, or 85 to 170 milligrams of caffeine from other beverages, are 42% less likely to have erectile dysfunction than those who consume up to 7 milligrams of the stimulant daily. And those who throw back 4 to 7 cups were 39% less likely to have the condition than their less jittery counterparts. The trend holds true among overweight, obese, and hypertensive men, but not for those with diabetes, a condition that often causes the issue. So, how exactly does drinking coffee keep things going strong? The scientists say that the stimulant triggers a series of reactions in the body that ultimately increase blood flow to the penis.
Now, don't go there drinking all kinds of coffee.
I agree.
Too much of it is going
to,
you know, it's going to actually make you pee. It's going to actually make you, because caffeine also makes you pee sometimes.
Right.
And you know, you're releasing a lot of water. So you do got to drink a lot of water as well. So don't drink too much coffee. But obviously, if you understand what we said, drinking coffee is good for the blood flow. All right. Next one. Bananas. Hard men have healthy hearts.
Bananas,
right?
huh?
So eat bananas for potassium, which is great for your heart and circulation. Getting enough potassium helps your sodium levels under control, stopping your blood pressure from hitting the roof and reducing your risk of heart problems. If you eat too much salt and don't like bananas, get your potassium from orange or jacket potatoes, the minerals in the skin. All right? So if you don't like eating bananas, listen, you ever heard of saying one banana keeps the doctor away? Well, listen, I'm sure for fellas, you want to go ahead and eat some bananas. Bananas are very easy to consume. Go to the produce. Around where I'm at, they give you like 8 for like $2. Some bananas, but don't overdo it because a banana does have more sugar than the Snickers bar. So you don't want to overdo it, but you want to make sure you have at least one banana a day. That's going to help you out. Next one, babe. What we got?
All right, tomatoes, guys. Tomatoes, for men who eat over 10 servings of tomatoes each week, have an 18% lower risk of developing prostate cancer.
A big thing that most of us black men are like talking about.
Yes. The result of lycopene and antioxidant, which fights off toxins that can cause DNA and cell damage. A study in the journal Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention found a previous study found the garden vegetable could also improve sperm morphology or shape. Men with the highest tomato intake contributed to between 8 and 10% more normal sperm than the others.
So tomatoes are good. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to eat them like apples. Make sure you're getting the real tomatoes. Don't like use a bunch of the sauces. A lot of that stuff has a lot of GMOs in it. So if you really want to get some tomatoes, make sure you go buy some organic tomatoes. Those will be the best for you. I'm not talking about ketchup. That's also a GMO.
Right.
It has high fructose corn syrup, which I'm going to be doing. I'm doing a lot of research on that. But, you know, tomatoes, organic, will help you out a whole lot. Put that in your stuff. Make a salad out of them. It's going to really help you out with your blood flow and your erection. All right, fellas?
Not to mention, stay away from the tomatoes in the can.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
The can has like a toxin that is produced due to the fact that the tomatoes are acidic. The acidity in the tomatoes help release the toxins from the metal cans, making it even worse for your health. So keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind, all right? Don't just grab any old tomatoes, just make sure you know what kind of tomatoes to grab.
Right.
Next one. Always a hard one for me, because I'm sensitive like that. But a recent study from France found that men who have a taste for spicy foods tend to have higher testosterone levels than those who can't handle the heat. Hot sauce. All right, out of 114 male participants surveyed, researchers saw a clear correlation between frequent hot sauce usage and higher testosterone levels. So if you're always a man who likes hot sauce, you probably have high testosterone levels. That's not 100% true because my testosterone levels are hella high, and I don't rock with hot. I don't like hot stuff. It's just me,
Right.
But I mean, if you want to eat, you have up your testosterone levels. Hot sauce might be the way to go, but as they say, men who have a taste for it. So if you don't have a taste for it, you might want to just change up your stuff. It's not going to kill you. Just follow the rest of the food on the list, and we're going to give you what's next, baby.
Watermelon. Watermelon is one of the richest natural sources of L-citrulline, an amino acid that can help make your erection even harder. Once it's in the body, it converts to L-arginine, stimulating the production of nitric oxide, which increases blood flow to the penis, strengthening the erection.
The reason why they give you Viagra is to simulate the NO, nitrous oxide, because the reason why you're probably not getting the erections is because you have a lack of NO, nitrous oxide. So the watermelon is going to help you out greatly. The next one we have is ginger. Now, ginger is another food that can improve your sex life by adding blood flow and improving artery health. According to the study in the International Journal of Cardiology, consuming a mere teaspoon of this stuff works a few times a week is all you need to reap the heart healthy benefits. The spice has also been shown to boost levels of testosterone and sperm viability. All right, so if you have one in ginger, you might want to wrap it up a little bit. And she don't pop up pregnant,
right? Exactly.
So you might want to wrap it up, or she takes whatever she gotta take. But whatever you gotta do, be safe when you eat these foods, because your sperm motility is going to go up, and so are your erections, which means that the great chance of you having sex. Because if you are a man who has been going through erectile dysfunction and you haven't had sex in a while, and you change your diet, you're gonna be getting all that back time from her. So make sure she's prepared for that. You know what I'm saying?
And to add to it, the ginger, you can either juice it. Make sure you get the actual ginger root.
Yeah, the actual ginger root. How much is produce?
I would say like $1 or $2.
It's cheap.
It's really cheap for like a nice amount of ginger root.
Is it cheaper than Viagra?
It's way cheaper than Viagra.
And I think it's worth it, fellas.
Right, exactly. Right. Make sure you juice it, or you can chop it up in your food and add some spice. Like that adds some spice to the food itself.
Okay.
All right, the next one is pine nuts. These underrated kernels are rich in zinc, and people with higher levels in their system have been shown to have a higher sex drive than those with lower levels. They are also a good source of magnesium, which boosts testosterone and keeps sperm healthy and viable.
So you might want to go ahead and grab you some of those, because those work. All right. The next one, I like this fruit because it just looks good to me, especially when you open it up. It looks great to me. It's called pomegranate. A recent study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research discovered that pomegranate juice, rich in antioxidants that support blood flow, can help erectile dysfunctions. All right, so go get some pomegranates. I think it's some at the produce too, or the market. Watch what's about the market though, for real. Seriously.
Yeah, just because it may be too much sugar. And doesn't sugar kind of reverse? I'm assuming sugar would kind of reverse.
But not natural. Natural sugar is not so much as
the high fructose,
because the high fructose is designed to give you to make you sterile if you have too much of it.
Right.
That's actually the leading cause of people getting fat, because it tells the hormone leptin that you're still hungry, which makes you want to eat more. But we'll get into that later. Because I'm gonna dig in fructose corn syrup's ass. No homo. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
Right.
But y'all don't even realize what's going on.
Right.
The next one is green tea. The brew is rich in compounds called, catechins, which have been shown to blast belly fat and speed up liver's capacity for turning fat into energy. But that's not all. Catechins also boost in desire, promoting blood flow to your nether region. Catechins kill off free radicals that damage and inflame blood vessels, increasing their ability to transport blood. So go ahead and get some green tea. Not the little cheap stuff. Get some real green tea. Go ahead and sip on it. I like to put a lemon in my green tea.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Lemon, or maybe a little bit of honey or something like that.
I like honey.
Natural. That's one of my top like natural sweeteners. Just don't make sure you overdo it. But green tea is very good for your erection. So make sure you go ahead and get you some green tea. What's next, babe?
All right. The next one is dark chocolate. So if you like to indulge in a little bit of chocolate, make sure it's dark. Or the cacao.
Cacao.
Yeah.
Cacao.
The most natural form of chocolate.
Absolutely. So I put this in my shakes. When I have my shakes, I put cacao in my shakes. And tell them why.
Yes, cacao increases levels of the mood-boosting hormone serotonin, which can lower stress levels, boosting desire and making it easier to reach orgasm. And that's not all, guys. Cocoa also increases blood flow through the arteries and relaxes blood vessels, sending blood to all the right regions, which can also boost sexual pleasure.
It sounded like, from what I'm hearing, that the stuff that we're reading off is actually simulating through nature Viagra, Extends, and all that other bull crap you try to buy at the Quickie Mart when you want to have a good night. You think that you don't have enough in the tank for the female. If you started getting this natural stuff into your body, you'll start getting your natural stuff into her. You understand? Understand? So she don't got to go ahead and get that synthetic thing in the the thing she keeps in her drawer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to make sure she always wants you over that. Let me ask you a question. Do you even have one of those?
No, I don't.
Oh, she doesn't need one.
I don't
and if
need
your
one.
wife and if your wife may need one, if you sit next to her right now, ask her, babe, why you need that?
Right.
when you're not around. But I'm around right now, and you was doing in another room.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you always stay above your game and always be the synthetic option, because you are always the best option, fellas.
Exactly.
Just make sure if you can't, your stamina's not right or whatever, you might want to check your diet, because if you're in your 30s, your 40s, or your 50s, your stamina should still be good. I'm not talking about doing it 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. I'm talking about giving her one shot. If you just make sure that one shot put her right to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Next. Oats. I like to put my little commentator in between, let you know a little something,
I understand.
Okay.
Hey,
Oats. The popular breakfast cereal is a good source of L-arginine, an amino acid commonly used to treat erectile dysfunction. Plus, whole grains like oatmeal also help lower cholesterol. Having high cholesterol can clog your arteries. All right, so it's going to lower cholesterol. Having high is going to clog your arteries. Clogging your arteries, stop the blood flow down there. Also, make sure you get the red meal kind of oatmeal. Make sure you go to the Whole Foods get some kind of
red mills. Yeah, that's the most organic one.
Quaker Oats is on GMO list as well.
Oh yeah, please
GMO
do not
list.
I know Quaker Oats is kind of cheap. Yes. However, which one do you rather? The cheap one that's going to get you sick, or the more expensive one that's going to keep you more healthy?
It comes down to this. Good things aren't cheap, and cheap things aren't good.
Exactly.
Think about it, y'all. All right.
Now, cherries are another one on the list. This is nature's candy, and it can also be a cherry bomb for your sex life. Cherries are...
Y'all not popping no cherries anymore. We passed that, right? We passed that.
We're past that,
okay,
right?
All right. Cool. All right.
So cherries are rich in anthocyanins.
Okay.
This is a plant chemical which cleans your arteries of plaque, keeping them open for business. That has a direct effect on blood flow below the belt.
All right.
So cherries.
They taste real good too. Besides the seed that got spilled all the time, but they taste good, right?
They still taste good.
They're really good. Cherries are really good, and they're going to be a little bit more expensive than your grapes or whatever. But I'm telling you, they're worth it, and they're really good to snack on. So go get some cherries at the produce, something like that, or wherever you can get them from. Then make sure they're organic.
Right.
All right. That's how you can ensure they're not, GMOs. And if you don't know what GMO stands for, it stands for God Move Over. No. It stands for a genetically modified organism, but really God Move Over. All right. Next one is wine. Now, if you're looking for a way to simultaneously boost your libido and calm those pre-date jitters, pour yourself a glass of red wine. According to a study printed in the nutritional journal, vino could elevate your testosterone levels. In lab tests, researchers found that crucerin, a compound found in wines, blocks an enzyme that causes the body to excrete testosterone, thereby increasing the amount of T circulating in the blood, which wine's rich antioxidant profile also triggers nitric oxide production, which relaxes artery walls. This increases blood flow down south, creating feelings of sexual excitement. Now, if you're a liquor drinker, I know how easy it is to drink a whole bottle of wine. I know it is. It tastes so good. And you liquor drinkers, so you used to take the shots or whatever, and wine's like nothing. You gotta calm it down with the drinking.
Right.
Because the drinking is going to stop your fun life.
It will. You
can still go out and have fun with your drinks and everything, but when you go home, you might as well pull your pants down, take your thing off, and kick it down the street. That's as good as it's gonna be. Ain't gonna be good. Alright? She gonna try to get to work, and it's gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? Because you drank too much. Ease of drinking. You could have fun, not be dead drunk every night. Come on, bruh.
For real. Who needs that? Nobody needs that.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you be cool with the drinking. 1-2 glasses of wine is all I recommend. Let's be honest. All right? Seriously.
Even for her, it's going to help her get a little bit stimulated as well.
Let me ask you a question. Does wine make you look like a little...
Yeah. It sure does.
Oh, yeah. I like giving her some wine.
Depending on the type.
Yeah, because the other type we had got that. I didn't like it, but the
sweet red.
That was the truth, right? It's mellow.
It's real mellow.
You know what I'm saying? And we break through barriers around here, right?
Yeah.
I teach you be breaking through not just the barriers in your mind, you breaking through the barriers of her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you take care of your woman, but you take care of yourself first. And if your woman's cooking for you, make sure she's cooking some good stuff, because right now, if she's not cooking some good stuff, she's at the end, she's hurting herself and she's hurting you. For real. Alright? So you gotta put some effort into the kitchen. You put more effort into her. and she'll love you that much more for it. All right? And if she don't cook and you cook, well, you all control right then and there. You can make some stuff where y'all can learn together. I mean, couples cooking together is always the greatest thing, right?
It's better to, like, cook together.
And that can also increase your sex life because y'all can have that bond. And, when you eat together, it's more sexual because you shared an experience together, learning something new with each other. So I think that would be a great thing for a relationship.
Absolutely.
Now, salmon. Okay? Salmon, the nutrient, not only benefits your heart, but also raises dopamine levels in the brain. The spikes in dopamine improvements circulation and blood flow, triggering the arousal. There's more dopamine, which makes you feel more relaxed and connected to your partner, which makes sex really fun. Now, when I used to eat salmon, I used to love it, but you gotta be careful. Make sure when you get salmon, make sure it's wild caught. Because if it's not wild caught, 9 times out of 10 it's synthetic and it's made in a lab that probably didn't have a body or a life. They made it from nothing. So just make sure you be careful with that because salmon is also, a genetically modified organism, literally in the lab. They make it from scratch. So just make sure you be careful with that. Wild caught is the way to go. I understand it's more expensive, but you want to be investing into your body more every single day. Right? What's next, babe?
Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts, okay.
Now, in Brazil nuts, you find traces of selenium. It's a mineral found in Brazil nuts that plays an important role in hormone health. You only need a tiny bit for healthy sperm, but a tiny deficiency can be catastrophic for reproductive health. In one study, men who had lower testosterone and were infertile also had significantly low selenium levels than the other fertile group. Supplementing with the mineral improved the chances of successful conception by 56%. And a second study that included 69 infertile men with low levels of the mineral found selenium supplementation could significantly improve subpar sperm motility associated with testosterone deficiency. Moreover, 11% of the men successfully impregnated their partners during the trial.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Yeah, be careful.
Wrap it up. Because I'm telling you right now, you start getting this natural stuff, you're about to come back to life more than you ever even thought was possible. And you'll think you're literally living in a new body. So make sure you wrap it up. The next one is Maca. Alright? Get you some Maca. Make sure it's the black Maca. The way I like to say it is Maca, so I'm going to say Maca. Do not kill me for it. You know what I mean, alright? I'm not perfect. Maca, alright? What happened when I had the Maca the first night? I could not go to sleep, alright? I had to do something to go to sleep. I had to wake her up. Babe, I can't go to sleep.
I know.
I gotta get this off. I gotta sleep. And after you do that, you're taking the black seed and all that stuff, you sleep like a baby. Maca. Alright? This is one of the #1 things you can take to counteract your erectile dysfunction and also get that goodness in you. That's not going to be the Viagra. It's not going to be the Extends. Don't worry about those. Nature has all you ever will need. And anything that can ever go wrong with you, nature has a way. Think about it. Maca. Alright? What's next, babe?
Carrots. A study published in the journal Fertility and Sterility that analyzed the effects of various fruits and vegetables on sperm quality discovered that carrots had the best all-around results on sperm count and motility. Motility is a term used to describe the ability of the sperm to swim towards an egg. Men who ate the most carrots saw improved sperm performance by 6.5 to 8%.
Now let me tell you, I'm talking about motility, right? I have kids, so I don't have motility issues. But around the age of 29, I had motility issues, right? And I went to a sperm, I was like, let me see how much money my sperm is worth. I mean, it costed me enough. Let's see how much money my sperm is worth. So I go to a sperm bank, and they see my motility is low. How? So y'all can take all my money, but I can't get none for it? This is crazy. So make sure that even if you think you're healthy, make sure if you want to get it checked, you can get it checked, but just make sure the best way to do it is actually to go ahead and just eat right and take care of yourself. Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a change in your whole life. And also with the carrots, do not get the bad carrots. Get the regular carrot. The bad carrots are not real carrots.
The little ones
aren't real.
I know.
Right? They're not real. But just make sure you get the real carrots. They're GMO carrots in the plastic bags. Get the real carrots, alright? Bugs Bunny never ate no them plastic joints. He always had a real carrot, and that damn thing was never catching him. All right, just make sure of that. What's next? Oh, honey. Honey, we love honey around here. All right, honey, unlike table sugar, is packed with beneficial compounds like cruciferin, which has been shown to aid athletic endurance and ward off depression. Two very good things for your penis. Honey also has less dramatic impact on your blood sugar levels than regular sugar. So it won't send your body into fast storage mode. That way, white stuff can. Now, honey is also great for allergies because, it's also a food as well. All right? So make sure you're doing good with that because that can definitely be a sweetener that's going to stop you with the sugar as well. It's nature's sweetener, so just be mindful that honey works well for you. What's next?
All right, muscles. In addition to being leaner and lower in calories than the conventional cuts, grass-fed beef offers a host of benefits, from muscle building to fat burning to heart protection. You can add assistance in the bedroom to its list of good qualities. It's an excellent source of vitamin B12. A recent report from Harvard University highlighted a study that has linked low levels of B12 to erectile dysfunction.
So if you have low levels of B12, this here B12.
Yeah.
All right, go to some B12. Think about it. You could have low levels of B12, which can cause that. So start taking some B12 because that can help you out as well. And we'll get into that in a later video about B12 and what it has in it. But B12.
And to add to that, by the way,
it's about it's a lozenge. It's about 1,000 milligrams, 100 milligrams.
Yeah, it's about 1,000.
1,000
milligrams.
Yeah.
I think a lot of B12 deficiencies, end up being in people who are vegetarians or vegans, due to the fact that we do not, take in meat at all, fish or any of the dairy that provides the B12. So if you're vegetarian or vegan and you're a male, make sure, or female too, make sure you you have your B12 vitamins to take on a daily basis, because a lack of B12 can lead to other health problems as well. Yeah.
All right. The next one is Goji Berries. Energy boosting Goji Berries have been used for thousands of years in Chinese medicine to help increase energy and enhance the release of hormones. Goji increases the body's ability to handle stress and support healthy mood, mind, and memory. While giving you the get up and go energy you need for your workout to the next level, Goji is also beneficial for increasing blood flow, which helps oxygenate all the cells and tissues of the body, including sex organs, which increases libido. That's why in China, they call Goji Berries the Viagra in China, all right? So if you, in some other country and you don't have black seed oil and maca available, grab you some Goji Berries, because that's the Viagra in China, all right, with no side effects from it as well. So just be mindful of that. Goji Berries is the way to go. Think about it. It's a lot of ways. I got a new one that I actually found that I'm testing out right now.
Yes.
Oh, I guess it's working. So I got a new one. You ain't even heard this one yet. All right, so just stay tuned to that one. I'm gonna keep you posted on that.
Yep.
What's next, babe?
The next one is garlic. According to historians, ancient Egyptians used garlic to boost their stamina. While they didn't have modern day science to confirm that it actually worked, they were most certainly onto something. Researchers have confirmed that consuming the plant helps stop the formation of new fatty deposits called nanoplaques inside arterial. These are located in arterial walls. Yup, that includes the arteries leading to your penis too. Keep your heart healthy and your erection strong by adding the kitchen staple to your weekly dishes.
That's
garlic.
Right. Garlic. All right, this little thing right here, garlic. She makes garlic. She puts it in like all of our stuff.
Pretty much everything.
And the natural way is the better way to go. So learn how to make some garlic, and I'm telling you, things will change for you.
Yep.
The next one is avocados. The Aztec referred to avocados as testes because of their scroll-like appearance. They do. I didn't think about that.
They do.
They were into something. The green fruit is rich in potassium, vitamin B6, vitamin E, nutrients that have been associated with increasing libido. Plus, avocados or good monounsaturated fats protect your heart and boost circulation, while their abundant minerals and carotenoids supply energy and stamina. And of course, I saved the best for last. Strawberries. I love some strawberries. They're the best.
Yeah.
They're like the candy of fruit when it comes down to. I love some strawberries.
And it can help, you know, with one of the bedroom edibles too.
Yeah, get them strawberries and some of that chocolate or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, shoot.
Yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, once your heart's racing, strawberries can help get the blood flow and it needs to go. They're packed with, what is it, anthocyanate?
Anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins, colorful plant chemicals which help you keep your arteries unclogged, boosting circulation and erection quality, plus they're rich in vitamin C, which has been linked to higher sperm counts.
Nice.
All in all, fellas, you need to wrap it up. Now,
Make sure you wrap it up indeed.
That's right.
That's information that we're telling you guys, and if you actually listen and do what we tell you to do, you might have some problems.
And it's going to be a positive problem.
It's going to be a positive problem.
It's going to be a positive one, but you don't want to, you want to have fun. If you ain't trying to have no kids, and you trying to be healthy.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, I mean, I hope that you're going to take this information and you use it for your life. Females, if you're watching, listen to what I'm saying. Cook for your man good, because I'm telling you right now, you will benefit from it in all ways. I'm talking about mood. I'm talking about energy levels. If you don't like playing with the kids because he's sitting on the couch, get his fat ass off the couch and get his ass outside and cook him a meal and get him back in the house and feed him some good stuff.
Yeah.
You feed your man good, and if you're a man, you feed your woman good.
Yeah,
but if y'all a couple, y'all feed each other good. And y'all be feeding each other good in the bedroom. Tell you right now, this hopefully can save a lot of relationships. But besides that, this concludes my part 2 to erectile dysfunction. This is Coach Reg, aka Mr. Intensity.
And this is Alana, aka Mrs. Intensity.
And our job is to
invoke thought
and help awaken the world's consciousness.
One person at a time.
Hopefully that person is you.